Welcome to the Filthy Truth Exposed. I'm Filthy Phil, and you're
Bilbo Baggins. What's up, Filthy Phil? We got a good episode today. We're talking about vegan gains. This guy's he's pretty well known on YouTube, and particularly we're going to be focusing on his cat and the way he feeds his cat, right?
Yeah, exactly. And it's not so much just about him. It's also just the idea of should you feed your cat a vegan diet, you know? And everyone has different reasons for becoming a vegan. So, this is going to be good because I have a cat and I will never feed my cat vegan food. So, that's how I feel right off the bat, right? We got to explain that. Now, you don't have a cat, but tell us what you have. You have a rabbit or a giraffe, or what do you got going on?
I don't have a giraffe yet, but I have 2 dogs, and they eat meat.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. They eat carrots and things like that too, but I don't force them to eat the way I eat. I'm not vegan, but I eat fish, but I don't eat meat like birds or mammals.
But you feed your dogs meat.
Yeah, they eat a lot of birds and mammals. Yeah.
Would you go out and kill for your or basically let your dogs run around and then see? That's the thing I'm wondering about with this vegan gains guy is that he probably lets his cat run around. Doesn't the cat kill stuff when it's running around and you know what I mean? Already that's kind of a weird thing if you think about it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Does it catch mice? Does it eat roaches? Does it eat insects and things like that? Yeah.
So in a sense, by giving it a vegan diet, what the cat does is okay, I don't feel happy about it. So maybe it actually kills more animals in a sense. You know what I mean? I guess some cats still kill even though they've eaten something. But usually they feel a little bit more, relaxed. Once they've had their food, they're less likely to go out there and kill their animals.
That's an interesting point. You're saying that he's creating a horror version of a cat. It just wants to kill because all it eats is vegetables.
Exactly.
It of meat. So you got some videos to play for us. I'm really curious to see what you got.
This one you haven't seen yet. Go ahead. What are you gonna say?
I know we're going to watch a vegan gains video, and we're going to talk a lot about that, but you got something else to show here, right?
I do.
Let's check it out.
So this is just a little introduction, and I'm playing this for you just because this is some of his stuff he's done before, things he said. So it's kind of cool. Let's check it out.
Vegan gains.
Told you to fuck off! So it's a good opportunity to try and kill me, so if you think you have the fucking guts! Fucking Toronto
guts!
I don't know how I could possibly be labeled as a fucking hypocrite. I never said I liked people. I hate people. Some people say they hate people, but I really, really hate people. And I'll be dead fucking serious. I'm a sadist. I enjoy hurting people. When I just beat the ever-living shit out of somebody, I get a warm, tingly feeling inside like I'm being loved.
Oh.
Why the fuck should I have any respect for people? There are some people that I really do love, and I think they're worth something, but the majority of the human race, I just have absolutely no respect for. So don't get on my bad side, make some vegan gains, and be nice to animals, or I'll kill you. So the only use I can see getting out of you is cutting your fucking skin off and turning you into my new fucking wallet! I fucking hate children. They literally make me sick. When I see babies in a commercial, I start to gag and almost throw up. And
hear that? He hates babies.
Is this real? I don't understand this video.
These are collections of different videos he's done in the past. Now that's an important point because maybe he may not. That could have just been in a phase, maybe maybe he no longer has those viewpoints. But this one here about the babies. Listen to this here.
I have to look away and mute it. And when I see babies in a stroller, especially when they're crying, I just want to put my foot through the fucking thing and step on it until it's nothing but blood and pulp on the fucking pavement.
No,
that's not real. It's out of context or something.
No, it's not out of context. It's
okay.
Okay. I mean, I guess. Well, of course, it's. I found a series of different collection of stuff because he's, and actually the guy was banned for a little while and then he came back on.
He's talking about killing babies.
Yeah. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. But that's, hey, you know, everyone's got their, I don't know what the fuck, you know what I mean?
I was going to give this guy some credit, you know, for his vegan lifestyle, but now I just think he's totally twisted.
Yeah, I don't understand how you don't like baby. Like, how do babies hurt you? I don't, like the whole human race he's against. I don't, it's confusing to me what's going on.
Based on that footage you just showed me, I mean, I think it's clear that at least during that time of that footage, if that's real, he has some mental issues.
Yeah, I mean, it was a while ago, so you know, I'm not gonna hold it against. Now. Yeah, he might be different now. You know, I probably had some nutty views back in the day, although I can't remember what they were.
Sure.
But I mean, we all, you know, think a little differently, I guess, you know, but not quite that differently though. That's a little. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like anger issues. All right, so is that the end of that video? Is there another one?
Yeah, no, that's the end. Let's see.
It's not looking good for this guy.
Yeah. Okay. So now this one you've seen. So everyone says, "Oh, you know, vegan is a healthy diet." This is a separate issue related to cats. So my take on, I want to ask you about this, about being vegan, is that I think it could be a healthy diet if it's done right. I've known vegans that are fairly healthy, and I have no problem with the vegan diet, but I do feel like you have to be smart about it. Like, you have to know what to eat. You have to be careful how you go about it. If you don't, then, you know, you may not get enough nutrition, or, you know, you might be missing some things. You think that's true or no?
Well, I think that's true, but I just think that it's true for any diet. Any diet you could. Okay, yeah. You need to make sure you're getting the right nutrition.
That may be true. Yeah, probably any diet that you're on, whether it be an Atkins diet or something like that. So, but yeah, so check this one out. You haven't seen this one, but this is the series of. It's called The Epitome of Malnourishment, number 7. Now, there's multiple ones of these, and they have various collections of famous YouTubers that are vegans, and it's like how they've changed over the years. So check it out. And I like the music to this too, you know. It's kind of like Euro, you know. What a stuff. Look at my mango. I'm going to pause it. Look at this dude here.
Well, I don't see, when I see this, I don't see vegans. I see people with eating disorders. To me, that seems what's going on here. They have eating disorders, and it's not necessarily that they're not eating meat. It's that they're eating the wrong foods, and it's not even that they're eating the wrong foods. It's that they're not eating enough food.
So one thing I decided to do was, I said, okay, this could be an outlier. Like, these are just people that, you know, have issues with eating and stuff, like you just said. And then what I did is I looked up different famous YouTubers that are vegans, and looked at their different channels, looked at them currently, not these specific people, other people, you know. And what I noticed is that, yeah, this is more extreme, like some of the extreme cases, but I noticed all of them are fairly thin. Like, I feel like that's a common thing that you'll see, is that they tend to look a little, now some look a lot more healthier than these people, but for the most part they do look a little on the thinner side. Now, there's nothing wrong with being thin. I mean, it's better than being fat, probably, you know what I mean, like myself, right? But what I'm saying is that I'm wondering, is it because they don't get enough protein, or is there something, like, I guess going on that diet's great for losing a ton of weight. I mean, maybe I should go that route, you know what I mean? I can lose some pounds, right? So, but it makes me wonder if everyone is super thin, then why is that? And then maybe there is something to it. Like, maybe there is a reason why it's causing them to be thin.
You could lose a lot of weight by switching. A person could by switching to a vegan diet, because then you're not consuming processed sugars. You're not consuming, fat and meat.
Whoa! Go back a second. What you said, I'm sorry, but made no sense at all. Okay, sugar has nothing to do with being vegan. See, that's the crazy part, is that
right, but these people are not eating. They're not. I can tell because they're so malnourished. They're not eating processed sugar. They're just eating pure raw fruits and vegetables. And more power to them. But they're not eating enough of those things.
That's a really good point, because one idea that I thought is that maybe some of these people are like doing the raw food diet, and so that could have a huge impact. I think it's very difficult when you're doing a raw food diet. You know what I mean? I can't explain it, but
you have to eat a lot more. You have to eat a lot more than those people are eating. They need to be eating like you could do it by eating avocados and soy products like tofu and things like that. And they might be eating that stuff, they might not, but whatever it is they're eating, they're not eating enough, because if you ate enough carrots and celery and avocados and tofu, things like this, nuts and seeds, you wouldn't be malnourished. You wouldn't look sickly. You could be strong. You could have muscle mass.
Right.
You might even be able to put on a few extra pounds.
Right.
But these people have. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but I think it's clear that these people have body dysmorphia, and they see themselves as looking healthy, and they're not. They don't look healthy. They look sickly.
One of the common themes I've seen with a lot of these vegans, that you always see them saying this, is, okay, so they'll have like, what I ate in a day or whatever, and then they'll do a thing where they'll do a thing about fasting. They'll say, oh, I've got to get the toxins out of my body,
Yeah.
And they go on these, and they have long lists of supplements and different things that they take, and it's interesting, to me, I think, because I don't know what my point is about that, but it's bizarre. But let's get back on the topic where we are talking about cats. So this isn't. I feel like, hey, if you want to eat this way, go for it, right? It's all up to you. But let's see his take on about what he says about cats. Here's his introduction: how I feed my cat a vegan diet. Isn't that nice? Let's see.
Hi everyone, so I'm sure by now a lot of you know that I have a cat named Prismo that I adopted last year, and I feed him a vegan diet. And I know a lot of people freak out when I say that, but it's fine. You can feed a cat a vegan diet. There are specially formulated cat foods that have...
How does he know it's fine? Does he ask the cat if it's fine or whatever? No, it's like now here's a like kind of a separate issue, right? Is that you have a cat that basically cats and dogs are kind of designed because of their teeth to eat a certain type of diet. Why did you pick an animal that's mainly into eating meat, and then you're trying to force it to become something that you are?
It's a good point. That's a good point. You could have got something that's vegetarian, or something that like a gerbil or something. An iguana.
Yeah. Anyways, so okay.
Turtle.
So he thinks it's okay, but I don't know where his proof is that it's okay. But all right.
Have all the amino acids, micronutrients, vitamins and minerals that cats need. They're specially formulated, and they're vegan formulas. So it is important to make sure, if you're vegan and you want to live an ethical lifestyle, that you don't contribute to animal abuse, and that means not buying, animal-sourced foods for yourself, and also...
You are causing animal abuse. What you're doing is animal abuse. Imagine if I forced you to eat a certain way, the way that you normally don't eat. And that's how I feel. I have a cat. I will do anything for my cat. I will give it whatever, sometimes I give it food and it's like, I don't like it. Okay, then I go out and I'll buy fresh steak if I have to. I'll give my cat whatever it wants. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to keep it healthy. I do research on what is the best food to go with. Right now I'm using this Primal. It's a mix of actually raw food, but it's meat. You know what I mean? And then in it, it's got like different vitamins and blueberries and like different stuff for it. You know what I mean? So it's got fresh vegetables. It's got, I pay through the arm and a leg, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really care about my cat, and yet I would never give it a vegan diet. It's just nuts. What do you got for me? What do you think, man?
Yeah, this Vegan Gains guy, I'm getting a strong sense of like a control. He seems like maybe a controlling type personality. He's talking about hating people and killing. I mean, he was talking some pretty violent, kind of a physically abusive, controlling kind of mentality going on. And then now he's talking about making his cat eat vegan food, and that seems like another controlling aspect of his personality. Maybe there's some really good videos of this guy where it makes him come off in some sort of a better light, but that's not what we're seeing here today.
I mean, his main channel, I think, is like lifting weights, like being vegan and like certain things to eat, and I have no problem with that. Like whatever, it's that's fine. If that's what his deal is. But so let's see more about what he's saying about the cats. I think he goes into the type of food he gets.
Buying animal sourced foods for your companion animals like cats, dogs. It makes no sense to kill countless other animals just to feed one animal, so that's why, obviously, I feed my cat and my dog and all my animals, even my horse, a vegan diet. So I just...
Okay, so it's interesting what he's saying there. I don't want to kill countless other animals. In other words, like, if you're buying cat food that has meat in it, that means you're contributing to I guess killing of animals to feed your animal, right? But then when the cat goes, like I said before, when the cat goes outside, it's gonna kill shit. You know what I mean? And you just made it worse, And then I did some more research, and I saw multiple articles that said, "Do not do this. This is unhealthy for cats. It's not a good idea." But there is like, you can buy vegan cat food, but it's available. Of course it's available. They know the suckers out there want to buy that shit. They will make a buck off you, but
Yeah, I kind of want to defend Vegan Gains here and just say that his cat looks healthy. His cat didn't look malnourished.
He looks okay.
So, and if you have a happy pet or an unhappy pet, and if you have a happy pet, it's eating food, you're taking it to the vet regularly, then maybe he's not really doing anything wrong. Maybe we're kind of jumping the gun here.
That's a good point. Maybe it just loves this stuff. So let's see.
Yeah, it loves the vegetables.
This big package in the mail.
So here's the type of
food and treats that I give my cat so he can stay happy and healthy on a vegan diet. And I received all of this from Vigor. Vigor is an online retailer where they have a wide selection of vegan cat.
He's doing an advertisement here.
Yeah,
he's selling these products.
So if you are,
I know he has a link in this video. He has an affiliate link to buy these products where he can make a cut of what's sold for this specific company.
So not only is he his cat might be okay eating this food. I don't know. But he's contributing. He's basically promoting the idea that this is a good idea for other people to do.
Yeah,
and this is where I have real problems. Is like it's just so wrong on so many levels. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. It's just like it makes me sad inside because I feel like I don't get where this guy's coming from, but in a way I do. Like, he feels so strongly about saving animals that he's willing to... Oh, got a phone call going on here. Hold on a second here.
Is that Vegan Gains? He's
calling me, yeah. Yeah,
so we'll just wrap up what we just talked about and then end this episode. Okay.
That sounds good. So, I guess I back to the thing about the cat. I mean, I understand. I think everyone has the right, I guess, to raise their cat or dog, any way they want to. I mean, right? I'm not trying to tell people what to do, but I would say at least talk to your vet. Like, let's, ask them, say, oh, this guy's rubbing avocado on his face. I love that. But, at least talk to your vet and say, hey, is this a good idea? You know what I mean? And I think most vets will be like, no, that's a horrible idea. You know what I mean? So I hope that people do not do that. Think about how you would want to eat. And it's obvious to me, like if you look at their teeth and the fact that when they see blood, they salivate. You know what I mean? They, the way they act, or you know what I mean? They see like my cat, if it sees like an injured bird, it gets excited. Whatever it salivates and chatters and stuff, and it just wants to kill. You know what I mean? And whereas humans don't have that as much, so it's different, right, with humans. So
let me ask you a question, Filthy Phil. Do you think if the Vegan Gains guy wants to have a discussion with us on the Filthy Truth Exposed, would you be okay with inviting him to have a discussion with us?
Yeah, it would be fine. I mean, I'm sure he's not going to want to talk with us, but if he wants to, so, but I mean, the videos that we showed of him earlier, I mean, he may be a totally different person than from back then, so I'm not trying to smear him, because I'm just showing what he has said in the past and has done, But so any other points that you wanted to bring up in this?
I think just to wrap this up, I'd say people should like and subscribe to the Filthy Truth Exposed if you want to hear us talk about more controversial topics, and we also cover some fun topics. Yeah. Like we covered the Orville, and later we might cover the new Ben Kenobi show. But on this topic, I just want to say that I think the vegan lifestyle is totally healthy, and I think that it's a good lifestyle to adopt if you, as long as you're maintaining your body and keeping that healthy look and that healthy feeling. I think you can get plenty of nutrients from being a vegan, but I'm not a nutritionist or a doctor, so I could be totally wrong, but that's my take on it.
Yeah. And I'd say, I hate vegan food. Always have, always will, never will become vegan. I love eating meat, but I'm a weird dude because I love vegetarian food too. So like I could go for weeks and weeks and have nothing but veggie burgers and just salads and like just really healthy food, and then all of a sudden I'm like, dude, I want a steak. I want like a deer. You know what I mean? Like I'm down with that, or some eggs or whatever, or some fish. Like so I don't know where I'm just an omnivore, I guess. They call it a flexitarian, which I love that idea that I'm a flexitarian. Because and there was one last thing I wanted to bring up, and that is different cultures. There's been studies done about, who's lived the longest. And I don't know if you've heard about this before, but I think they call them like blue zone countries, or blue zone areas. And supposedly like a Mediterranean diet, and also some of the diets of like in Japan, that basically these people have lived the longest. And basically it's mainly fresh fruits and vegetables. It's more kind of a vegetarian diet, but it is a little bit of meat here and there, and definitely fish. So they eat fish and seafood and lots of fresh fruits and vegetables. And that's their main diet, And so I was like, okay, that makes sense. And they supplement that with some meat here and there. And those people live the longest. And I think a key point is that they don't eat factory farmed stuff. So like everything is fresh and it's not highly processed, So it's interesting that you could be a vegan and yet eat a lot of really heavy processed food, just the same as if you're a meat eater. And so I wonder if that contributes to our unhealthiness more than anything. You know what I mean? I don't know if you think that or...
Yep, no, I agree with that. This guy looks pretty healthy here.
Oh yeah, he's well, like and subscribe, and bye for now. This was fun.